If you own a property or you are an heir to a property or has recently gone through an estate, please make sure that you speak to an attorney, a real estate attorney, a real estate agent, or somebody that is familiar with the process. There are a lot of folks from out of the area, all over the country, that are sending letters out and making offers for tax value or lower than tax value. And what they're doing is they're putting the properties under contract. And then they're taking them in the open market and they are selling them for more money. And they either assign the contract or they close that day and then do a double closing. It's not illegal. There's nothing wrong with it. But just understand that if you've got a piece of property that's been in your family for 20 years and the tax value says it's worth $5,000, it could be worth $50,000, $40,000 for a lot. There's a lot that goes into figuring out what the value of a piece of raw land is. You got to be able to have sewer, water access, or if you can't do sewer and water, you got to understand the soil analysis so that you can get septic tanks or maybe not, wells. You got to understand zoning, you got to understand permitting, access, right-of-way easements, road maintenance agreements. There's a lot of things in it. And real estate agents that deal with this know what this means, and certainly real estate attorneys in North Carolina know about it. But before you go sign a contract on something, I highly recommend you speak to an agent. If you're in Eastern North Carolina, I am glad to help you with that. One of the things that I'm bound to do as a licensed broker is I also need to explain to them, here's what the potential value is if you do these things. If you go get the permits and get it entitled, that means getting permits and making sure everything's in order to sell and move forward, it's worth more money. Now, some people don't care. I get it. You inherited it. You just want to get your cash. You want to do it quick. Just be careful of putting your house under contract to someone that you don't know. They're not a real estate agent. They're not from here. And they're just taking it and shopping that contract. Because what they'll do is they'll put it in the MLS system or list it with a broker and say that I don't own it yet, but I do have a contract on it, which is legal. There's nothing illegal about doing that as long as they disclose it. They might make $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 in the difference that could have been yours. It's okay to sell your property for less when there's work to be done, understanding that to sell it for time. I get that. I buy property. I have sold property at lower values because the timing I needed to. I've had family members I've had to work with that. They needed the money immediately. And that's okay. You may not have the resources to do it. You may not have the time to do it. You may not have the desire to do it. That's okay. But we're all at least on the same page. There's nothing wrong with people doing contracts, doing assignments, as long as everything is disclosed. But just be really careful because we're seeing a lot of letters going out to heirs. They search tax records. They go to people. They go out to people with this own property or potentially it's a estate situation, and folks don't understand the value of it. They don't even live there anymore. Keep in mind, tax value on raw land is not typically as accurate as it is on a house. And depending on where the county is in their valuation method, because they have to evaluate it every so many years, and what the market has done, you could have a tax value of $1, say, and it could be worth $4. Reach out, have a conversation. If you've got a trusted realtor, call them. If you've got a trusted real estate attorney, call them. And again, some of these deals are great deals to do, but just know what you're getting into, and it's okay as long as it's all disclosed and and everybody actually has the resources to close on something. If somebody says they're going to buy your property for X amount of dollars and they don't have the resources to do it, then they're just shopping your offer and hoping somebody else comes in and takes it. That's just a little warning. It's something I'm seeing more and more of in these times. If you'd like to have a conversation, if you've got raw land in our area, I'm familiar with our area. I don't know the mountains. I don't know South Carolina. I don't know Virginia. I know the southeastern North Carolina pretty well. I'm happy to have a conversation on what you might want to do and your options. Sometimes it is a quick sell for a less price. Sometimes it's you do a little work yourself. Sometimes you hire an attorney to get some stuff done. Hire a land planner. At least you know all your options. Thank you so much for watching this, and please comment below and let me know if there was value to this.